Yeah.
Got 50 G&A.
If you're gonna
40
mace
G&A.
roar, yeah. You need 40.
If I'm gonna what?
Race.
You said mace something. God knows what you.
I meant to say race more. Whatever the fuck I said, I meant to say race more because I can give you some, but I need to make more.
You said mace raw, I think.
Okay, whatever. How much do you need?
Silly prick. 40.
I sent it. Now fuck off.
What the hell?
Hello.
Well.
Good evening.
Not evening.
Top 3. Hey.
Yo. So. How about you run me through what you know?
It's pretty much what I text you. I knew you were meeting with SK and Batar. I heard SK shot you because you left. Apparently, in that meeting, you were very... What's the word I'm looking for? You were putting people down, calling people dead weight, whatever the fuck. You got shot, and then Batar stole... Well, the way he put it is he paid himself what he was owed.
What he was owed?
Yeah. From the UK oil and... Which I believe
he was already
2
paying
mil.
himself, so he didn't owe himself more.
That's what I thought. I was like...
And I clarified that with him as well. That he was already been paying himself and also taking more money than I knew. Which is why the initial meeting happened. The initial meeting happened was me and Patar, because I called Patar down because I found out from the Angels after running some books that Gold Rush might have been a lot shorter of money than I expected it to be. Maybe in the region of 25 to 35 million shorter than I expected, right? So I queried him and said, where has this money gone? Like, evidently, I'm seeing that money has disappeared out of this company. So where's it gone? And he spoke to me about how the fact it was funding a lot of things, like every kind of war or kind of conflict everyone got into, and someone needed a gun, and someone needed something, it would come from Gold Rush, you know, he'd fund it through that. He would give you guys the money, whatever, and use it to help fund things. Obviously, I gave 5 million myself as well for whatever war there was before when I came back. But Patar never told me about any of this information, right? He never told me about any of the money coming out of Gold Rush. He didn't tell me why and when it was being used to buy materials for the bench. It was being used to buy a lot of things that I didn't know about. And that isn't the main issue. That's just more a case of he needs to be honest with me and, you know, just say, look, I've been taking this. Is that calm with you? But what it led on to was me explaining to him how he is an issue in the gang. I'm an issue in the gang and was an issue in the gang, which is why I tried to step away. He's also an issue because he enables everyone around him to be lazy. Because when you have an unlimited source of money coming from Batar indirectly through me, you haven't got to work for anything in the city.
Right.
And what Mandem had a long, long time ago was a hunger to strive and succeed. And when you haven't got money, that hunger is more than anything. You know, you'll do anything to get it. But when you know you've got like just multi millions up your sleeves whenever you want it, and you haven't got to do anything for it, then why would you bother?
Yeah, I agree.
I tried to get that across to SK and Patar, but Patar firstly, right? Because I brought SK in after. So I explained it to Patar, and then I brought in SK and kind of relayed the same truths. And I said, obviously, with him being leader, and he told me literally the defining thing for me to stay in that gang on that meeting at my house was that there would be action. And I said, okay, you got a week, right?
Yeah.
And I stepped away and thought, you know what, like, I've said to you guys a week and I didn't believe in what I said. And that's not right and that's not true to who I am. So that's why I called SK down. So I felt like my mind was already made up. I knew that things weren't going to change. And I knew that me being there would always be a burden no matter what. Because you need a massive shake-up in the gang for things to really change. So in that meeting, I tried to test SK a little bit, and so I called out the facts of some home truths. I said there was dead weight in the gang members that hadn't progressed in a long time, hadn't done anything, and were never true to their word. They said many times they want to progress in something, never actually did it, never actually got there. So they say you want to hack a bank, never did it, but be the same thing, rinse and repeat every time. So we'll go back in a circle, we'll talk about how people want to improve and things they want to improve in, and it never actually happens.
Yeah.
So hence me saying I want to see action, right? That's what I care about the most. I want to see action. You can say what you want to me, but what I believe in and how I judge a person is how the things you do, basically.
Which is fair.
So I called that out, right? And I said, look, there's a lot of dead weight in the gang, and I had two options on that night. Two options were I step away because I know that I'm an issue, and I know there's bigger issues than just me anyway, but I'm also part of that problem. And second option was I do a massive culling and remove chains from a lot of people who I don't think currently deserve them on what they want. If you want to strive and achieve more as a gang, then, you know, maybe that was a good way of doing it. I went for the first option, right? I step away because I think that was what would be best for the gang as a group, as a unit. But with SK at the helm, he said he's going to change things up and have action. So in that meeting, I said to him, all right, well, I've said there's dead within the gang. So as a new leader, can you just highlight at least some of them for me? Because you know they exist, SK. So who are they? Couldn't say anyone. So it's a fresh start, brand new, like my gang now, whatever, fresh start.
Yeah.
Which I just took as, look, you failed my test. I've opened up to you and I've been honest and said, look, this is what I want. I want the gang to do better. And if you're going to be there and I'm going to be in it with you, then I need to know that you're going to take action like you said you're going to do. You're actually going to do something about it. You can have a fresh look on the gang and I can see the problems that I see. He didn't. He just said, you know what? It's a fresh gang. It's not your gang anymore, basically. So I said, all right, cool. Nothing's going to change. And I said, good luck to you. And I just put my chain down and then walked away. I just got shot for it.
Just shot you?
He just shot. Didn't say nothing, just shot me as I was walking away in the back. Didn't even give me the respect to shoot him into my front. Just left me to die. And okay. Apparently now we're a blood in, blood out gang, which no one ever got blooded into this gang, and no one's been blooded out. I'm the first person to get blooded out of the gang. We had people who dated cops, snitched to cops, didn't get shot. We had Dean who had the whole gang in turmoil, didn't get shot. Only got shot by me recently because he refused to give me the best back.
Yeah.
Only reason why he got shot.
Yeah.
We had people leave to go be a police officer, didn't shoot. My whole vision with Mandem always was I didn't want to be a Southside gang. I wanted to be a gang that if you said to me and spoke to me and said, look, I want to step away from the gang. It's not a life I want to live anymore. I have different things I want to try and do now.
Yeah.
Then that's fine by me. Walk away. I'm not going to do anything to you because ultimately you're still family to me, right? You're not part of the gang, cool, but you're still family to me because I brought you in. That's how I've always seen things. But apparently things have changed because I have Vince texting me saying that it's chain down, body down. That's what I've always told everyone, which I don't think is even true. But anyway, I go to hospital, come out, check my accounts. I've been robbed of every bit of cash that I had from any business that I had that Patar was involved in, down to zero.
Completely drained everything.
So instantly I had to remove access to all of you guys, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I need to cut off that access to make sure nothing else happens.
Understandable.
Say to Patar, look, I want to see that money back in my account ASAP. And he said, so the same thing you said. I took what I deserve. So I said, look, you got two options. Give me all the money back, or I make your life a living hell. And he could only reply with a meme of shipping me timbers, right?
Wait, did he
don't care.
What?
He don't care. He don't care about the chance of you guys. I mean,
bro,
both live in hell. I guess he thought I was
what?
bluffing. So after that, okay, you want to see if I'm bluffing? And you may have heard.
No
but
shot. The
maybe
man sent a
something
fucking
explosive
meme.
happened at the block. Just wanted to show him that I was serious about what I was doing.
Yeah,
What I meant, you know. If
What?
you want to shoot me and blood me out of my gang, and you want to rob me that much money, and apparently I'm the one turning my back on the family when I'm the one getting shot.
Oh my god.
I'm the one who's turning my back on the family. I'll show you that I mean it.
That's James calling me.
Time out.
Yeah, I was
so I'm
there
the
when
one
it got
apparently who's
blown up.
turning my back on the gang. Even though I'm the
Which
one
is
who's...
kind of crazy because they wouldn't let you leave the first place.
Yeah. Anyway, so then yesterday, I take a trip to UK Oil. You know, I go check out Gold Rush. I go check out everything that was around the MDM block. Turns out I've been not only robbed of every cash that I had, Petard's gone and taken all the gold. So kind of just proved me right all along, because I said to Petard that ultimately I'm just being used for money here, right? Everyone's been lazy, complacent. It was caught, the money's causing its complacency. And then instead of proving me wrong and actually going out and doing something about it, he decides to rob me of it all, so then you haven't got to worry about it anyway. You haven't got to try and change because you've got just sitting on my stolen money. And now he's texting me saying he never cared about the money, he cares about me, but I don't understand how that works. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what SK and Petard are up to. But that ain't the gang that I created and ain't the thing that I started, so I don't want no involvement with it. And that's my side of the story. Whether you believe my side of the story is on you. I don't.
Yeah. I just wanted like to hear your side of the story. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like, I don't know. I just think it's at least fair.
One sec,
I
sorry.
didn't know the man sent a meme. What the heck?
Yo,
Are you being chased?
That was his reply to the
Yeah,
threat,
I got a whole
you know, that was
PD on me.
reply.
Yeah.
That's what I said to him. Okay, so you clearly don't care about your family then. You
no,
care
I'm
about
kidding.
money.
I don't actually have the whole bit of me. But when's the next race, bitch? Like, why the fuck you ignore me?
Bro,
I'm fucking insane.
T just pulled up to the end of the race. I'm talking to him, okay?
Who you talking to?
James.
Oh,
he
why you
texted
fucking
me
say
saying he was
that?
being chased by police. Because I was fucking... That wasn't what I said when I was finishing the race. I was paying people out.
Huh?
Bro,
Oh, yeah, but you could have just declined the call and be like, in a meeting or something like that.
I
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
no, I don't need
Or
to help him.
talking to T.
Was
Or
he just saying
I
it
was
to
in the
say
process
it?
of
ignoring
texting
me,
you,
you
and
dumb
then
fuck.
I was in the process of texting you that I was talking to T, and then I decided to fucking call you instead, you dickhead.
Oh, maybe you should just done that straight away.
Yeah, fuck off.
And then when they fucking
Uh-oh.
He texted me
Sure,
saying he
need
was
your
getting
help?
chased by cops and shit, and he's not. He was just wanting
Oh.
my fucking attention.
Yeah. Yeah. Typical James.
So,
I
yeah,
mean-
I don't know what's going to happen now.
Neither do I, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm also not sure how I feel about the whole thing, and I've been pretty vocal about that.
At least they told you what seems to be some sort of honesty. I don't know. How have they justified to you shooting me or even robbing me after? How have they justified the robbing me part? Forget the shooting me part, because I feel that was SK's choice and that was his way of like proving himself as a
I'll
leader.
start at the shooting. SK said he shot you because, if you remember at your house at that meeting, he said something along the lines of, if you're putting down your chain, he's going to have to shoot you for it or some shit.
But I was only staying in because I was forced to stay in.
Yeah.
I could have walked away peacefully that night, and I literally said to SK at the meeting that I would have gladly been by your side from a distance and encouraging you to, you know, progress and help out where I can, but not too much.
Yeah.
I even said to him, the 20 million that I'm talking about, I got stolen from, or 25 million that Petard stole during all the wars without telling me. I said, you can say to the gang, let's earn that back and pay T back. And I just say, it wasn't even for me. It was to go into a gang account. At least it would make you guys money by trying to have this burn over your head or having to pay me. I gave him SK the idea of, like, you know, asking you guys to pay me back. He didn't even
So you wanted the gang
care about that.
to work towards the money to pay you back, but not actually pay you back.
Well, I just gave
have
SK
the
an
money.
option of, like, oh, you know what you could do? You could say to the gang, like, oh, let's pay T back his money. And I said to both of them, I'm not even going to take the money. You can keep the money, but you can have it in a secret account until you get close to getting it back. And you can say, there you go, you got the gang into shape, because they've had the threat and the burden of having to pay me.
Yeah.
As for the money,
It was basically just kind of Petard saying that he took
paid
what
himself
he
for
was
the
owed.
old. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's more than that. I think they know they fucked up, and that's their bargaining chip. I think SK pulled the trigger and they drove off. And once the reality sat in what they did, I think they knew they had to do something to make sure that they didn't know that I'd come back.
Luke, I appreciate brand new
if they're
tier
just gonna
1.
shoot me, I'm not just gonna let it run, you know?
Makes sense.
Yeah, SK said it
I
was
think they
leverage.
need that
I'm
as a
not going
bargaining chip because they have nothing else over me. So if they think they have that,
But
then
that's not why the money was
you know,
taken.
they
The
could
money
at
was
least
taken
negotiate
because
with me or
Par
something if I'm
paid.
trying to get a
Qatar
comeback.
initially
That
took
was
the
their
money
little
because he
bargaining
was
chip.
paying himself what he was owed. That's why he
You can
took
tell
the
that
money.
because Patar's texting me saying, "Oh, is all you care about the money?" So he's already hinting, hoping that I say yes, so he can just give me it back. I think we're way past that now.
Why is he texting that when he took the money to begin with?
I don't know.
It's a bit
That guy
hypocritical,
makes
no?
no sense to me. That guy changes stories left, right, and center. I don't know.
Reckless, I appreciate the 3 months.
I mean, to be fair, that kind of does make sense because he didn't want to use any of the money.
Yeah. Fuck's sake, man.
Now it's a very sticky situation because there are people in that gang that I feel like I don't want to cause any issues with.
Yeah.
I guess you guys don't know me that well, but if I get wronged over in a way that isn't, you know, right in my head, I will come back.
Sorry, what did you think? Can you repeat that? I'm sorry.
I'm saying if I get wronged
Mhm.
and I can't see how it's right, then best believe I'll get my comeback.
Yeah. I mean, that means fair to you. Blame you, to be fair. Kind of just seems like, no, it's a bit of a sticky situation, honestly.
Very sticky.
I mean, to be fair, I feel like you do deserve at least some sort of like what is the word I'm trying to look for? It's like it's kind of disrespectful what they did in a way. So you do kind of deserve some sort of compensation. So
So when you were tweeting about the 25 mil, that
Before I knew about the
the gold.
okay.
gold.
Holy fuck.
See, 'cause he told us about the gold dust. I didn't know how much more, like, cash wise.
To be fair, there's probably more gold than I even know, because from what I know from Batar, I know he had a lot of gold in other places too.
I know he was at a point where he literally every storage possible was full. So
Yeah, so there's even more gold that I haven't got access to right now. But who knows how much it really
Jeez.
is?
Yeah. That's
Only last week I was trying to sort out the whole gold situation with the Angels to make sure that we could start recouping that anyway.
Well, it kind of puts everything into perspective now. I mean, even though I kind of got bits and pieces of information, but I was, oh.
I don't know if there's a bigger picture at hand. I don't know if I don't know. I literally I was dumbfounded.
That's crazy.
I don't.
I've known
blame you.
Batar and SK a very, very long time, and those actions I would not expect on either of them.
Yeah.
SK's not even text me anything. At least Batar's tried to text me.
Yeah, he asks people, like, usually, like, if you've texted them, but I haven't said anything. I don't know. I don't know.
I guess SK's got to prove himself as a leader, so he's probably very hell-bent and focused on that, and he can't show a sign of weakness, so... SK would say I taught him everything in the city, and I definitely didn't teach him any of the things he's done so recently. So
Spicy. Well, it clears a lot of stuff up then, for me at least. I think it's like, I don't know. I had a lot of questions. It's like how everything went down, and that's why I was telling Steve that like I wanted to hear your side of the story because like I'll be honest, I got a very brief like bullet pointed TLDR that didn't make any sense to me. But meanwhile, everybody else got detailed TLDRs.
they're not even trying like justify it in a weird way, like in a way they're not trying to justify the shooting or the robbing. They're not even trying to say like I done something awful just to try and convince you guys it was the right thing.
The shooting was just
shooting was
SK
just
didn't
like
want to go back on what he said, basically.
Yeah, that's basically what he didn't want to go back on his word. Even though technically, I mean, I guess for us, because we did have a conversation by the pool saying that like if anybody wanted to leave, then they can leave peacefully. And then,
Wait, when?
was it like the day after?
The day after the meeting.
Yeah, the day after the meeting at your house. He said that people could leave peacefully if they wanted to.
You guys could leave peacefully if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And then
So you
the
were
next
allowed to leave peacefully.
Yeah. Then the next day we find out
Yeah.
he shot you. So that's why it was kind of like, oh.
It was like you know, SK's the leader now. If anybody has any issues with it, now is the chance to walk away, you know, scot-free, basically.
After everything I've done, I don't get that chance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe you shouldn't have told me that, Saint.
Sorry. I'm sorry. It was just word vomit. I really shouldn't have. I probably shouldn't have said
For
it.
your own gang's sake, maybe you shouldn't have told me that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can we retcon that? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh no. Oh, fuck.
I don't forget things.
Oh. Fuck. It
That
was
raises
word
more
vomit.
questions in my head now, so
Oh no. It was word vomit. It was word vomit. It
thanks
was
for
word
that, I
vomit.
guess.
Oh no. Fuck.
Oh no.
I would just be careful. How you take that's up to you, but be careful around certain people and be careful around certain places.
How do you see this playing out? Is there an ideal scenario for you that they do this, that,
Ideal's
and the
gone out
other?
the window already.
Like, there's no like in thing of what you want to see happen, or
The ideal scenario was that I walked away. We're showing the decency of letting that happen.
what about now?
I haven't thought that far ahead.
It's fair, I suppose.
I mean, I'm finding out new information every day. So, you know, yesterday I found out that I was robbed of even more money, and today I'm finding out that everyone else had a chance that I didn't. I appreciate you both giving me more than just a yes and a because most of you I've spoken to so far have just said yeah and and it sounds like they agree with me, but then they say saying go straight back. They barely give anything back. So.
Oh boy.
I mean, I would be honest, us having this talk is probably going to cause a lot of issues for us, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of things that didn't sit right for me. James. Like, I was under the impression you were going to be given the same chance as we were to walk away, and oh, Jay and James.
Yo.
Hello.
Yo.
Hi.
Yo.
Hey, T.
Good.
Yeah.
You're having a meeting.
We call it a meeting. Just sort of racing.
Conversation.
So I thought I'd have a conversation at the finish line.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're
Fair
conversating
enough.
about.
Just giving my side of the story.
Have I joined right at the end? So if I
Yeah.
ask on, then
Yeah.
you've got to say the whole thing. All right. All right then. I'll ask a
What do you
quicker
know?
question. Well, as you know, or don't know, I don't really wake up, so I kind of hear it in like sporadic bits. TLDR, you left, SK shot you, Tar stole some money. Kind of what I've got,
That's about as much as I know as well.
pretty much.
Is that fine by you, do you think, or no?
Which parts?
Or does anything stand out as not being fine to you?
I don't like the fact that you left,
Oh.
of course. I know some people's opinions are divided on SK shooting you. It would be against my morals to say that you didn't deserve it, because I've always said, if you're in it, you're in it, and if you want out, then that's the way you have to go out. So I'm not unhappy that he did that. I think
Why
he
am I the only
deserved
one
it.
who's gone out like that?
Well, who else has gone out while I've been present? Who else has gone out that hasn't been shot?
Dean and Dwayne didn't get shot. Dean got
Dean
shot for
definitely
refusing.
got shot.
Dean got shot by me for refusing to give me back his vest. But when he
I've seen
left, he didn't get shot.
I've seen him shot multiple times.
By who? Me.
You know what, to be
Avatar.
fair, that's a bit unfair to say. I haven't personally seen. It's more I've heard it been shot multiple times. But yeah, no, I don't take it like I'm not mad at SK, especially with, I do like his idea of starting fresh. Not to discredit anything that you've done. You did build this at the end of the day, and we are nothing but grateful for that, even though you probably don't feel like it right now because you've been shot. But I do like
As
that
one
he's
does, as
trying
one does.
to not let the bad parts weigh us down and try and start again. Because trying to follow in your footsteps, what you got to remember, if you don't look at it from his perspective, trying to follow in your footsteps is a pretty impossible task for most people. There's only very few people that can do what you did, and it would be bad for him to try and continue what you built. He can't keep up with that. None of us could. So he's going to try his method. He's going to try again.
Fresh with
And
his
as far as I'm aware, everybody is involved. I asked Batar, because apparently he put his chain down. I said, what? Are you in it then or not? Like, I just said it to him on the spot. I hadn't seen Moses, and he said he is. So if these people are willing to, like, it's rich coming from me, considering I don't wake up, but if everybody's willing to put their head into it, you know, then I think it can be done.
After everything you just said there, do you not think then I deserve the chances to walk away without being shot? Considering you just said that all the things that I've built, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't make you indifferent. If it was any of us, it would have happened. And I don't think you agree.
It wouldn't have.
I
though.
think, but with SK in power, I think
Yeah,
it
so
would
you're
have.
basically that's SK's gang, not my gang. Is what you're saying. Basically, that's how SK wants to take things, and he wants to prove himself as a leader. And the best thing he could do there and then was to,
Well,
I guess, as you said, stick to his word, and
Yeah, so as a
'cause he has to
as
validate
somebody-
himself to you guys.
Exactly, and as somebody that backs SK and will be backing him, regardless on the decisions that he makes. Personally, without that part, I do think that it was the right decision for him to make. And I know that's
Then
not.
what about deciding to not only leave me to die, decided then to go and take like 30 plus 40 million from me.
Well, the leaving you to die part, I feel like it goes with the stance.
Yeah. What about the next
if
bit?
he's, so what do you mean 34? I'm aware of like two.
He liquidated every single company that I had, and went through Gold Rush and took every bit of gold.
He being Patar.
He's the only I mean, or it could have been Els or Denzel, I guess, but it's gonna be Patar.
Okay. Yeah. Well, no. Patar admitted to taking 2 M's. He said it's what he deserves.
He said 2 M's.
I believe so. I think it was like 2.5. I can't really remember exactly.
I know he said what it deserves.
It was
but
2.
I don't understand.
2 from UK Oil and 3 from Gold Rush is what you said.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. My
Yeah.
apologies. Yeah. My bad.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. So it added up to around 5 M's. Sorry. Yeah. That's my fault. What do I think of that? From his explanation, he said that he had been paying himself a very basic salary, which I'll be honest, and I'll say this now, and I should have said it then, so it makes me a bit of a coward to not say it then, but say it now. That guy had mega money. Like, I find it hard to believe that he had like very minimal. Yeah, no, I honestly,
He paid himself the whole time, and he took money out whenever he wanted to pay for bench, to pay for materials, to pay for guns, anything for the gang as well, for himself. He was taking it the whole time. That's why the initial meeting happened with me and Patar, because I found out this information by going through the books and talking to the Angels. So I was trying to reconcile the whole Angels and Mandem thing to get the gold going again, right? And then it turns out that they wanted nothing to do with Patar at all, and they also then told me about the fact that they were paying him for the X amount of time and not me. And we went through the books and we saw all the transactions, and then he'd been taking money for a long time. So I called out Patar on it in that meeting initially, and I said that Patar's part of the problem, right? Because the reason why I was trying to step away from this gang was because I ain't there to be the leader every day, and I'm not allowing you guys to progress, because you're waiting for me. You're waiting in limbo of what I'm going to do to come either fix something or what my decision would be. And Patar was part of the problem too, because Patar didn't put his foot down and just say, right, it's my choice now, you know?
I've already said that though. I already said he was leader for, well, I mean.
And even more of an issue now though is that Patar in 2IC decided that it would be smart to just fund the whole gang and never make anyone lift a finger by just giving the money from Gold Rush and funding everything through Gold Rush without even telling me.
I don't.
Well, I asked him that. I said, did he tell you? And he said to me, you were aware. And I said, he must have been aware. I said, there's no way you're not aware. Like, listen, like I said, I'm not stupid.
Not to the level it was.
When he was telling me that, you know, he was on a basic salary, I was thinking to myself, come off it. Yeah, I know obviously that bit, and that's why I questioned him on the whole thing. So when he took the 5 mil, I'll be honest, I just thought to myself, like, okay, he's done all that, like, what's to come from it? Because I wasn't sure if he did deserve the money or not. I know he's worked hard, and I know obviously recently Denzel's kind of been stepping up as well, so Denzel probably earns some of that money as well, but I don't think taking it, stealing it, is probably the best way. I'm gonna be honest, because because the thing is, I'm gonna keep it real, bro. What you don't see is a lot of people change around you. They get very scared. Like, like on a big man thing, they get scared, they change. And it's like,
Shells, I appreciate the brand new
feel like you're a reasonable person, but people don't always think you are. They're scared of like quite a what's the word I'm looking for? What's it called when it's like not expected?
Surprise?
No, I mean something a bit more, you know.
The unexpected.
Yeah.
Sporadic?
Impulsive?
Impulsive. Sorry, impulsive. Yeah, they expect like a very impulsive decision from you for you to kick them out the gang or something like that. So they're very scared of you. You don't realize you're quite just a reasonable guy. You're just a guy like chilling like everyone else. And I'm sure if Patar had come to you at some point throughout that time and said, listen, bro, I ain't getting paid enough, you would have said, yeah, up the salary then.
Yeah.
But it didn't have to be all of this. You know what I mean? But obviously,
So at this point, he's saying he deserves 5 million and all of the gold that he took as well. That's what he's saying to me. And I gave him the option of, look, I'll
so
be
wait,
real
he took
with
all
you.
the gold. Oh yeah, he did say that. Yeah, no,
I
he did say that.
but I gave him a threat, right? I said, look, you put all the money back in my accounts. This is before I knew about the gold, by the way. This is before the gold. So put the money back in my accounts, or I'll make your life living hell, or I'll cause a world of issues for you guys. I think is what the quote I said. And he didn't give a shit. He didn't care at all. Just came back with a meme. Didn't give a shit about you guys. I guess all he wanted was
He
that
came back
money.
with a meme.
Yeah, he did shit in the timbers.
Sealy, thank you so much for the fresh T1. Thank you, thank you.
Give him the timbers. Oh.
It's like,
Yeah,
sorry.
so he called my bluff. So I said, all right, cool. So then I made the block get a bit explosive real quick. To show him I was serious.
I think I know about
we
that.
heard about.
I know about that bit. Yeah.
Just let him know I'm serious, you know. Let him know that I can make a world full of issues for him if I want to.
So because I did ask them, so I'm not going to answer it for them, because maybe you can ask them. But what's the ideal situation for you then? What are you looking?
The ideal's gone. This ain't us same question. The ideal was gone. The ideal was that I got to step away and I got to do exactly what I asked to do, which was be on the side of you guys from a helping hand and watch you guys grow. Because what I was doing was for the best of everyone. Wasn't doing it for me. I was doing it because, like you said, if people are scared of me or I'm just like funding shit, I'd rather have a gang that is moving forward without waiting for me.
No, I've said that though. Like I've already said.
I was trying to just walk away on that front. I'd highlighted the issues. I'd sat and thought about it for a long time. And as hard as it was to like almost like throw away everything that I created, I'd rather it like flourish than sink. You know, that was my whole reason for leaving. And I said that at the meeting, which ideally that meeting I said what I said, and I'd have walked away from my house, and you guys would have respected it and moved on and you carried on going.
No, well that's fair. I already said that. Like I already said that people like me and you are part of the problem, not waking up. We're not contributing, even though you do have obviously all these great feats.
I'm contributing indirectly by Patar giving everyone money. Because think about it, like, you know, if there was no money coming in, the gang would be a lot hungrier. You know, people be trying to do things that they've been trying to do for years.
Yeah.
What I was trying to do was saying I'm stepping away from the gang, you know, and way
Where's all this
I've always
money
had Mandem
gone?
go in, which I explained to Saint and Steve, was that if you talk to me and you say, look, this is not a life for me, this gang no more, I want to do something else, as long as I know your intentions are good and you still care about everyone and you're still part of the family to me, you can walk away from the gang, that's fine. I'm still going to consider you as family. That ain't going to change. You're only not family to me if you do me wrong.
I'll be honest, I kind of anticipated that. When I heard the whole thing, I was under the impression that it would be, yeah, she's gone, we're cool, blah, blah, blah. But it didn't surprise me when I heard the whole, like, yeah, T dipped, I blasted him. I was like, all right, like, cool. I'm going to stand by the decision purely based on you being the leader. And you said it's a new thing and I'm going to follow that. And I know it's a bit of a soldier mentality, but I just said it is what it is. We can't really like sit around and mope about it. Let's get it moving.
Lobs, I appreciate the 3 months.
So what's the motive then? What's next? You even spoke to any of these man? Cause like what is it? Or well, anyone? I don't really know. Is this the first time you spoke to anyone since, or?
Talking to Matt, talking to Ved, talking to Patar, spoke to. Fair amount of people.
Okay. So what are you trying to do? You trying to see what like people's intentions are, or?
Well, I'm seeing people's sides, seeing how they feel about it all. Because I don't really know what the fuck is going on and how. Like, that's not the Patar and SK that I know, to be honest. So I don't really know what to say or do, you know?
Yeah, that's fair.
Because I'm being told that I turn my back on family, or like people lost respect for me, but as far as I know, I've done not a lot wrong other than saying, look, I want you guys to be better. So I think if that's happened, I need to step away for you guys to be better. And I think a lot of people actually agree with what I'm saying. But they now have to not agree because they've got a leader in SK who has shot me, and they've got Patar who's robbed me of God knows how much money. But somehow I'm being told I'm the one who turned my back on people.
How much gold did Batar take?
Well, it could be, I mean, I don't even know. Because me and Patar had a conversation this week alone saying that there was at least 40 million in gold. And I tell you, I've not got even close to 40 million. Not even close to 10 in gold.
You want it back?
And I don't even know where it all is because, you know, Patar had it. And Patar took everything else that I had access to. So Patar's asked me that question. He said, is the money all you want? It isn't about that anymore, is it? They've really just, Patar especially, just turned his back on me entirely.
I assume
If anything, he's done me wrong more than anything. I can't remember a time where someone's been robbed of that much money in this city. By someone who's so close to them.
I don't think it needs to go.
I don't know how that's justified.
Nah, I mean, listen, I'm not gonna change my opinion on the whole shooting thing, but I think if that's what you're gonna do,
my whole thing with you guys is I'm not even trying to change opinions. I'm giving you my side of the story. I walk away from you guys, and that's it. I don't need to hear anything from you. You know what? I don't even use it. Like, you haven't got to change your minds. I don't want you to be aware. I'd rather you know both sides of the story, and you can weigh up. You can weigh up.
I appreciate the brand new
who's in the right, who's in the wrong. You can weigh up that maybe like you think that I'm lying, SK's lying, Patar's lying. I don't care. I'd rather at least say my piece, and I can walk away and know that I've said my piece. People know what happened to me. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, I was gonna say that like, even though I won't change my opinion on the shooting, I think if you're gonna do that, it should end there. There should be no additional need to be doing all this disrespect. You know, there's a big conversation about disrespect all the time, right? I do think that like maybe it is a tad disrespectful to do that. And I will have a conversation with them. Well, you know, probably a little bit more than that, but we'll stick with a tad. And I'll chat with him and I'll tell him. I don't know if does anyone else know you man out here? Because you aired my call, so.
No, I caught them at the race.
I was racing. And he was here at the end.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no worries. Well, I mean, obviously, I'll let him know.
He's actually smart as fuck for doing that.
And I'll tell him.
He's given us an opportunity to speak to him, knowing we have the excuse to say we didn't have a choice.
It was a dead man walking.
Okay.
Oh.
The guy makes no sense.
He gave us the opportunity to listen to his
side. He cares about me and not about the money, but
without
his actions say very different to what he's done. So.
What about SK?
SK ain't even spoken to me. So.
Do you want to speak to SK? I'll pass the message on.
SK wants to speak to you later.
Oh, there you go.
Or Jay.
You.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, well, I don't have really much else to say. I do appreciate you letting me know, though, and I'll leave you to it.
Cool. Good luck.
All right, bye.
Yeah.
Bye, Jam.
I think Jay is gonna be big mad at Saint for having that conversation. Gaming Rival, thank you so much for the 6 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh wait, has this not gone off yet? Yeah, I was on radio the whole entire time, at least.
Yo.
Yo. Do you think, it's, the fact that, like, we were at that meeting is gonna be an issue?
See, this is what I was just thinking to myself, right?
Yeah.
T clearly cares because he turned up to that knowing we were racing, knowing he'd catch us, knowing we now have a reason to speak to him without us setting up a meeting to speak.
Yeah. And he did
He's
say
given
that
us
he did
a
tell
way
him
to
that
hear
like
his side without it getting us in trouble because we
Yeah.
haven't tried to reach out.
Yeah.
He came to us racing.
well
Had no choice
then
but to speak to
yeah,
him.
and then he did
He had
tell
a
him that
gun out.
like
What were we gonna do?
exactly. And then he did say that he caught us at the end of the race too. So it's like
Which is what he done. That's the thing.
yeah,
He saw us racing
yeah.
and he waited at the end. So he's done. I know for a fact he's done that on purpose now because now we were able to hear out his side without it getting us in trouble.
Yeah.
And
Well,
he didn't mention the exit clause thing to Jay or James.
yeah,
He
that's true.
slipped.
Well, listen,
You didn't let it slip. I know you didn't let it slip. It's. I know.
but it's only fair, you know?
It's the same reason I have an issue with him getting shot is because we
Yeah.
were all given the fair chance and he wasn't.
I don't know. I have a feeling that I'm gonna have to. I feel like Jay's gonna be mad at me. I'm not gonna lie. But
I mean, he had a
suppose-
gun out when he caught us with a gun
Yeah.
out. What were we gonna do? Answer
True.
phone calls and fucking, you know?
Very true. All right. Well, let me call Jay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go get fuel at whatever gas station.
Your best bet.
Yeah. Hello.
Yo, why'd you be near my calls, man?
Well, okay. So to be fair, so he caught us at the end of the race, and Steve's phone rang, and he said something about like it ringing. So I was like, oh shit. So I put my phone on mute just in case I didn't make him
Why are
mad.
you getting scared? Make who mad? Why are you getting scared of him for?
Well, I wasn't scared. Well,
This
the
is
man
exactly
got
what I
a
said up
gun.
there. This is exactly what I said up there, man. People are shook around him. I don't know why. He's just a
Well,
nice
it wasn't
guy.
that. It's so funny how she's playing it.
He's
She has
just a
no
guy,
idea.
man. He's like, I don't know why people are scared around him.
Well, you know, it's one of those things where he caught us off guard at the end of the race. You know, what do you want me to do? But do you need
Wow,
food?
Ignore me.